Yeah. Fuck. Okay. I guess we're live. Wowza. Hello. Hi.
The peeps are here.
And so it begins.
And so it begins indeed. Welcome to session 29. One more and you're gonna face 30. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh man, not again. Then again, what if it's again?
It's a disaster.
Mm. True. So, my good people. I guess I gotta ask one simple question, the same question I ask every single fucking week, again and again. Uh, would you? Are you ready to begin, my good people? Hello?
I am ready.
Yes, are you ready? You?
Yes.
Are you truly? Darius ready?
I got this. I've got this. I'm ready.
Yeah. So, last we left off, you people, you decided to stick around by the nice little ravine, by the stone bridges, as a massive gathering of people is occurring for the summer solstice. I guess making up a small camp, making sure that you got food for whatever you want to eat, and of course seeing what's good with the other people in the area. You got yourself a new companion by the name of Constantine, who apparently is here to make sure that you, specifically Ares, makes it to the World Tree Tat. Besides just a nice, pleasant day with nothing really happening, Ves, out of sheer curiosity, stumbled upon an ant hill. Clear, not failing a natural one. Out of curiosity, decided to feed the anthill, and out of curiosity, you decide to descend deep below the earth to seek out an audience from the queen. There, you found an interesting, I guess, discovery, as well, most of the anthill is the normal, as you assume every single anthill is. The very deepest of its cavern systems are ancient and almost differently built, with some halls having mummified bodies of some sort of ant humanoid hybrid. You met with the brood mother, and as you were basically awaiting and conversing, Constantine decided to wish for revivification. Or so it seems. Besides that, the creatures from the walls, full of life, and a blessing was secured by the brood mother, as one of you supposed to go forth. Ares, you did, and you were explained by the brood mother before you got killed by her that there is destiny. There is something that fates have pressed upon you, and it will happen. Now, all of you witnessing Ares essentially getting struck down by one of the legs of the creature. Its ant head caved in, and this Icarish blood spilling out onto the ground. You are looked upon the Broodmother, and occasionally buzzing humanoid creatures around it, that you can leave. The deed has been done, and your stay here has been slow but surely overextended.
Is Ares back to life, or is he still just bleh?
Yeah, he's still bleh. Although you realize you do realize something, Constantine, somewhere around this time. The energies that kind of not bound you to the place, but basically kept you there, also shifted. It's no longer here on the body of this ant, but somewhere on the surface. Your amulet has moved, even though you clearly see the ant that wielded it before turning into an ant.
Got it. Yeah, okay then. With this, I withhold immediate judgment, nod, and scuttle out the door entrance where I was.
Vess, what about you? Any questions?
A bit confused at first. I do speak up.
Wasn't there supposed to happen? I don't know.
And then she just follows Constantine because like, I'm not gonna question this. It's like something is. It's like just dead, but it's a polymorph, so it doesn't. I know that you change back, so something's just off. So no, follow Constantine. He knows the way.
Okay. So, takes you a good like 10 minutes because a lot of blockage by the ants has been made. Something is clearly wrong about the ants. Something has been disturbed and the ants are in a disarray, so it's no longer easy access. Ants letting you through, it's all a jumble. After a good 10-11 minutes making out on the surface, the first thing you spot looking at your old camp, or the camp that you've been, is you see Ares on the ground laying there. And almost instinctually, it's just kind of flinching itself and seemed to be alive.
Ooh, but are we still ants?
You are still ants.
As soon as we're out, just the effect seems to wear off.
So one by one, you basically return to your usual size and nearly trample the top of that handhill. Ares,
Try to avoid that, but okay.
Ares, you're basically. I mean, you didn't trample it too much, but you made a mark. Anyway, Ares. As they described before, you wake up. Your head is basically in the place where Bess cut the grass and it turned to stone. You feel odd. Just odd.
Are the arms and legs still made of wood?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yeah, Eris starts sitting up. Okay. You see him rubbing his forehead slightly. And then he stands up.
That was unusual.
Constantina helps you get back up, like as you kind of pull up. He like lightly pulls you up as you're getting as you're riding yourself. Enjoy your nap, young master.
You'll never get over that.
Yeah, like he actually like looks over all three of the companions, starting with Constantine, let's to see if they are hurt or damaged in any way. And then satisfied seeing no like open wounds or signs of pain. Any of you? Any of them?
No, but
Constantine looks as refined as ever.
He I'm fine. And then you see Ares smile a bit. Are you doing well?
Who are you asking? I gotta direct the question. We can't actually see where you're facing.
Yeah, I currently talking to Constantine.
Oh yeah, turn your shoulder back. Oh, I'm doing fabulous.
Good then. Yeah, and then and you turn to West.
I am unharmed. So do not worry about me.
Yeah. My question, and then it turns to ask Sam for you as well.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Hmm?
Huh? Happened?
Hey.
Yeah. That's nothing. It's not something this could weirdness.
But yeah, basically looking down upon Ares, he seems to be unscathed, maybe a bit cleaner than he was before he descended, but nothing has changed upon him.
Yeah.
Wait, question. Does he have
Yeah.
any dirt on him?
Huh? Well,
Does he
it
have
didn't.
dirt on him?
No, he didn't have dirt, but you know, he haven't bathed or showered in a.
On that note, I realize this. The realization coming to me. I tap him on the shoulder and the dirt just dissipates. He's in pristine condition as I cast Prestidigitation. His clothes are cleaned out.
Damn.
Unacceptable in his mind.
Unacceptable!
Yeah. What
He
is
wipes his hands and cleans.
what are the two of your passive perception?
Mine is a 6.
16. 6. 16. Yeah. Does West have a high passive perception?
Best has a 20
Yes,
passive
20.
perception.
She has
Yeah.
20. She's very perceptive.
Yeah, like Ares has been like rubbing his forehead for a while now, and you see like his like pulling up his hair slightly. That there seems to be something different about his forehead, some kind of mark or object that wasn't there before.
Does notices this, but doesn't say a thing.
I kind of I look. I like, and I come from I walk from behind Ares back to his front. Hold still but a moment. I put my hand on his forehead and move it upwards, clearing the hair away from his forehead.
Mhm.
Question, Orexis, do I recognize this mark?
Okay.
Well, you can roll me a history check with disadvantage.
Is it a flat one in this case then?
Yes, I guess so. But what you basically see is almost like a tattoo, but a lot more different. Best description that I could give you, something literally poured metal, gold, on his forehead and made a mark out of it. There's no signs of singe and there's no sign of pain or damage or burning. It looks like it feels metallic. It is metal. but it looks like it's someone drew it like it's been paint. And the mark is pretty simple. It is a wavy form that almost just, would resemble waves. And there's just like these three simple waves in simple sequence that are just attached. There's literally no
Are the waves horizontal or vertical?
It's almost like
Oh.
he's been branded like a horse, but with gold. If that's the vibe I'm getting from the aesthetic.
they are I'm gonna draw a quick picture in the paint, and basically you can decide to yourself how it looks.
Got it.
It's literally simple as yeah. What's your check on that?
30, 35.
You don't know what it is. I have no fucking clue. But it's basically as simple as this. It's literally, it's almost insignificant, but it's just the odd, like, you would assume this is like a marker that's accidentally kid put on someone's forehead while they asleep, but it's made of metal. It shines metal. It is reflective. You can see your own reflection on it. Mr. Potter. Oh God, I didn't thought about that. Mr. Potter.
He takes his hand off your forehead, Ares. I never did like face markings. You seem healthy enough. He nods. Alright then. I'm going to rest for the moment. Call me if you need me. And with that, one moment you're looking at him, you blink, and then he's gone.
Ares like turns to Theo and asks, "Is there something different about me?"
Theo would look at your forehead. Looks at your forehead, and there is this grimace, this look of hostility upon his face. I don't like yellow.
So we've heard.
That might have been snarky.
Anyway, what would you like to do? As
What time
it's,
is it?
it is about like 3-ish in the afternoon. Exact time is unknown, but it's past noon. And you do see, to the camps on the left, you see a small caravan from the east, from the west approaching, and basically kind of going into the camp. Seemingly more people are arriving.
More people. So, do you want to do something? Yeah, I just asked the other two who's here currently. Yeah, does Ares feel fine apart from Lucky Smart? He doesn't feel different?
It doesn't feel anything. Like, it doesn't. You feel normal, as it usually are. So, would you like to do anything? That's my question. Or would you like to just relax and await as people prepare for the solstice?
Yeah, Ares basically says, I communicate with the spirit. I'll see you at dinner. And then like heads off. And sits down on a patch of grass and meditates. Trying to calm his mind.
There. So, Bess, anything?
If we're taking a rest, before I do that, I'm gonna look for. One moment, something back in my throat. If there's anything I can hunt nearby.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Bruh. Alright. Shut up.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said, Bess.
If I can hunt any animals nearby.
Roll me a perception and a survival check.
Perception. Okay, that's a 9 for perception, but my survival is
So greater.
14.
14. Around here, like where you are, it is basically plains as far as I can see in this section of the ravine. So clearly nothing is here unless maybe there's some critters that are too small and feeble to even make as a snack that are hiding, between the rocks or whatnot. Your best guess, as you see to your left and to the right across the bridges, there's a bit plains as well, but there's also lavish forest beyond it. So assume if you walk for a good 30-40 minutes, you could go to the thicket and maybe hunt something down to eat.
Let me think about it.
True.
Considering I still have supplies, I decide not to go into the forest right now.
It's up to you to decide.
Yeah, I'm not going. I was just curious if there's anything nearby.
Nearby? No. Ellie? No. So, Aries, as they assume you, when you say commune with your spirit, they assume you summon your little charcoal.
Yeah. I'm like a little charcoal and like put them in my lap as I try to listen to the sounds of nature, like try to just experience nature in the most holistic kind of manner that I can.
Roll me a D100.
Watch him now on this. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a very good roll.
You've meditated dozens, maybe hundreds of times. Sometimes meager, sometimes concentration. But something about this time is all of a sudden you take mere, dozens of minutes, you almost instinctually fall into this state of meditation. You feel your soul free falling to the earth, still anchored to the very surface, but you're free falling. Falling and falling. There's force behind the fall. Something about what was said, what you have witnessed just now. The force behind you carries. It does not chase you down. It does not try to reach you. It is following you. Not because it's stalking you. It's because it's now part of you. You feel yourself being a guide to a force much greater than you. As all of a sudden, what seems to be millennia passed in the briefest of moments. Your eyes are open as in front of you you see a familiar elemental. Still small and adorable. Your little companion made of brimstone and fire.
Gotta have you, charcoal. In
Can you
Okay.
roll me an insight and a religious check?
I can do that. Insight
And religion.
and religion. 11 and 9.
Yeah, put the conversations with your companion. Mainly one-sided with a simple response. But for now, there is no response from it. There's understanding, but a lot deeper than the one you've seen. Something is different about your charcoal in front of you, but you don't really know.
Hmm. Yeah, it's that for a moment in quietness. And pats charcoal. Looking at him slightly curiously. But not doing much more than that. For the moment.
So, would you just wait till you like the whole summer solstice begins? Because you are basically have a day and a handful of hours to yourself. Just asking because I'm willing to skip it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're at a safe point there. Sure, if we're moving forward like that.
Oh,
yeah. I think like Alice is going to like they cook food together. He's going to train his druidism a bit. Like control plants, move them around. Maybe
Question.
yeah.
yeah.
Rex is so basically what's happening is we're resting. We're going to skip a day and then move on to the last day, which is the summer solstice.
Well, I
Is that
mean,
what's going on?
well, basically about a skip of 30 hours, because the following day in
Okay,
the
yeah.
evening, that's when the solstice technically begins.
All right, so we're moving to the. All right. So we're waking up, having a skip day, and then gone. Okay, that makes sense.
So if you want
That
to
makes
do
sense.
something, no,
Or
Alice is going
solstice.
to do one specific thing. He's going to take out some papers and his quill from like a folding and write a letter to his parents.
aw.
Hey Aries, as you write the letter, you'll hear random comments about spelling and grammar corrections.
Oh God, Dad.
Oh god, you become Clippy.
Oh no.
It's a very simple letter. It's basically saying, "Sorry for contacting you for so long. I'm doing fine. I can't wait to meet you again, and I think I'll see you soon."
I can only imagine that Constantine, you're like, he's riding and you think what kind of curvature, what kind of thing it does, and you look upon the letter and it's literally written like it's to like a second grader. You just like
Yeah.
Travesty.
hello mom and dad, I am good, smiley face. But as the next 30 hours proceed, as you sleep in the star-filled sky, no problems arrive, and in the morning, even more people show up, a handful more caravans. Some teleport in, some, which you assume Ares used druidic magics to basically come and to the surrounding area, and basically the three camps, some double, and the one in the middle essentially triples. So where it was like, over three camps you estimate like 200 people, now there's almost 1,000. They're now lavish tents, massive table set, people preparing for a gigantic feast. Banners are basically being raised. You don't need to roll a history check for any of them, because Constantine, you would just know straight up. These are basically very basic white, orange colored banners of the summer solstice. They're very common and present. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just, I guess, people wanting to celebrate themselves, the solstice. And somewhere around the next day, about 28 hours into like your skip, slowly but surely a handful of druids start to just manifest tree roots and trees themselves in a one singular spot, in the middle, in the center. As in a good hour or so, there is 100-foot tall worth of wood, bark, roots, of dried and dead wood. You realize that it's essentially a massive bonfire that is basically being manifested out of nowhere.
Ooh. Who's that? Not the bonfire.
Can I lit the bonfire? Can I go up and ask someone if he can lit the bonfire? Light the bonfire.
So, besides one of the people that you recognize immediately as he's working on the massive bonfire, which is of course a Roach, right? You remember Roach? Give me a second. There are several other druids. Some of them are like your age, young adults, late teens. But there's another druid that is basically, you assume, as old as Roach, and is this dwarf druid that you actually remember. You saw the druid walking, what's it called? Walking around doing his own business. But when you got up close, you realize who it is. Can you roll me just a history check? Because it's been a while since you saw him.
Yeah. 1d20. 15.
Before I tell you who it is, can you give like estimation or a thought who it might be? just personal guess before I actually reveal it.
If it is the Archmage, then oh god, that's deep in notes. I know a few dudes at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Nova from his backstory, or someone else.
Give me a
Yeah,
second.
can't
Let me find. Okay. So besides Roach, who's making the wood manifest with a bunch of what you see more acolytes or just young druids that are basically here to celebrate and whatnot. You see another dwarf druid, and you remember him as the owner of that one little place where adventurers went to sleep, and they mainly slept as druids. The ones, yeah.
He was named after a bird, I know. I think.
I know which one it is.
Come on, Eris, remember the name. I'm not gonna tell the name because he didn't roll high enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't roll high enough. I forgot to mention, Ares, please roll with advantage.
God.
Please.
My-
15 again.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's a 20.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus.
I decided.
Oh God. Now I'm gonna panic. I think his name was Swan. Oh, not Swan. Fuck.
Not Swan. I think
No,
it
Swan
was
was-
like Row or no? Like, I have my notes here. This is the same session. This is not session.
Also, where's my notes? Hey.
No, it's before this one. Session 5.
Oh god, he's Avatar. Yeah, really. Just like.
Yeah, of course. Tick.
Oh yeah, it's Tick. Fuck. I wanted to say tits, but because it was
I knew better.
because it was words. But no. Yeah, you see two familiar druids essentially making well, most of them like druids, younger druids, clearly novices in their fields, making branches and roots that immediately dry and die, and they snap it off the ground, just put it into this. These individuals, these two druids, are making logs, big and small, and just basically almost making sure that every single tree is kind of connected. Basically meld to each other like a stone. Yeah, anyway, I like shape earth, but for trees, if you will. So you would like to approach them and ask.
Yeah,
If-
I approach Roach and Tick, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Could I be the one that lights the bonfire? I'm a disciple of Nova, the wildfire circle.
The dwarf looks at you, Ares, with a bit of confusion, but also this like remembrance. He's seen you before, and he just looks back at Roach, back at him. Can you roll me a persuasion check?
With advantage.
Hey, Sophie.
Oh, Sophie's back earlier.
Yeah, yay!
Oh,
While this
very
rolls
sorry.
It's fine.
All right.
Don't panic. Anyway, also you got a head model TM, so yeah,
I got a head?
you gotta
Really?
you'll have a head today.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
We're gonna keep this on for now. Anyways, with that said,
17.
yeah, one moment. I'm just gonna do this a little overboard. Don't mind me. Alright, so that's a don't mind me. Alright, so that is a
Give me a second.
18 plus 21.
21. Oh god. Give
No,
me
18 plus 21.
Oh, 39. Oh god.
God, he is just Avatar at this point. Those buffs, man.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh man. Give me a second. I'm gonna just quickly find this. There you go.
What
Okay,
the master wants, he shall receive.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know what this reminds me of, Vess? Abathur's secondary ultimate, the monstrosity just fully stacked.
Monstrosity, yes.
Just fully stacked.
Yep, that's what I think as well. That's what I think Constantine is doing with Ares.
Yeah, so give me a second. I'm just gonna fully fixate it, and you should be here, present. There you go, she is. So, what the fuck? Hold on a second. What the fuck? There you go. There he is. The long hair is kind of catching on. Anyway, 59. Holy fucking shit. Wait, is it 39?
It's 39.
That's nice, yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Yes. If you like,
Oh.
to break down the numbers for you.
Yeah, I would like to, because I'm just like looking.
Okay. So the first roll I did, right, is
Huh.
my normal 3d4s
Yeah.
with the advantage ability check of Bardic Inspiration.
Uh-huh.
That came out to about 16 in total. I landed the history check for Historian after the fact, which gives proficiency plus to his skill check.
Uh-huh.
In addition to that, this is my proficiency plus 16 plus his original roll.
Uh-huh.
And his original roll was 18.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Fuck.
Very convincing, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I did at least name drop my teacher. Maybe that helped.
Name drop my teacher. There's this almost flabbergasted moment between the two druids, as they seem to be a bit stunned. And then Roach all of a sudden just blinks and shakes his head a bit, and then looks at Tick. And they seem to nod at each other about something. They look at you, Ares, and says, "Yeah, I mean, someone is gonna light it, so as well you. Probably there are gonna be many others since a lot of people want to throw torches and whatnot, so... But you can be the first, I guess."
Thank you. Ares seems a bit happy with this. And when should we... is there a signal?
Oh, don't worry about it. There's gonna be a whole speech, yada yada yada. Roy just kind of shakes his head, almost bewilderedly. Oh, don't worry. It's gonna be clear when the fire will start. Yeah, the ceremony will be... He seems to look at the sky for a bit. 6 hours. So, you know, go do what you want. Or you can make it bigger. Just kind of points at the already at this point like 60 feet tall bonfire. Like, it's big, it's wide.
Safe to make it bigger?
The dwarf just almost retaliates. Why wouldn't it be safe?
I mean, fire is dangerous.
The dwarf scratches his head, Olsen. The fire is dangerous, but we're no children. Are you? You look like a child. Where? I seen your face before.
We met in the tavern, don't you remember?
Aaron, it's been a long several weeks. I lost the tavern, so you know, been busy. Still,
Yeah.
you look similar to someone. You've been to my place this summer, I know that much, but...
My name is Ares.
Oh, that, your little brat. Oh, you had the whole deal with Jacob about the carriage.
You mean, number 7. Lucky 7. Or lucky.
But you were with the group, so and I don't care that much. He continues just ignore you. So, as sun slowly descending downwards into the earth, or once more, and you know, night is slow but surely climbing onto the surface over the horizon. What is everybody like to do? What would everybody like to do? Because clearly within hours, a ceremony and a feast will be started.
Well, before I do that, Vess will do that. Vess would like to do a little bit of research and thinking. So she, you know, that spear weapon thing with the dragon nail tooth thing on it. Pulls that out and puts it aside, and then puts the dragon nail she acquired aside next to it, and she starts looking at it, looking for inspiration to what make with it. Like, how is this spear made with that? Maybe I can use it to make something myself out of it. What?
Well, your currently acquired nail, or claw nail, looks a lot more fresh, more clean, more nicely, shaped and formed, and you can even look at in some angles you can even see your own reflection. While the one that you got from the bag seems that it bashed so many things. It has like dents, some cracks, and it's been used a lot. But it is a lot lighter.
Well, I do have cunning artisan. That's one of the reasons I took the nail to begin with. It's like, now I have time to relax. Let's see if I can make something with it. So, yeah, I would just like to look at it, think, what can I make with this? What can I make? It's a bit big and heavy, and that's really hard to wield, but what if I do this with it? Then looking for inspiration or in such a way.
For the cunning artist, do you roll something?
No, it just said, it pretty much says, as a part of short rest, you can harvest bone and hide from a slain beast, construct, dragon, monstrosity, or plant creature of any large or small size. And you can make the following items: a shield, a club, a javelin, darts, blowgun, or blowgun needles. I do need a trade, or I do need some sort of blade, dagger, or appropriate artisan tools such as leatherworking tools.
Oh. Well.
So I'm first trying to put up inspiration for it before I start looking for the tools I need.
Well.
It's a legitimate trade.
Yeah. Well, the first and obvious thing is the club. Right. That's your main thing that you assume. Second thing you could do, probably if you start chipping away the nails, you could make it this small little throwing, like, blades, you could say. Maybe a very oversized, very not so pleasant pickaxe.
Okay, so it's either a pickaxe, a club, some throwing, some darts.
Yeah. I mean, technically for club, you literally just think to yourself, I just like hold the thinnest part of the nail and just bong people with it.
Yeah, there's also javelins and such. But yeah, I'm just looking at the ideas. Like, okay. I also have the stack of fur, so I could also craft with that. Okay. I put them back in because I was mostly looking at the other weapon to get inspiration. It's like, how did they put that off, and how can I use it in my own build? That was the whole idea.
Huh?
But no, she did. There's like, okay, maybe I have an idea, but I don't have the tools, so I put them away, and I'm gonna start looking for some some tools.
Any particular tools?
Smithing stools.
Okay.
Tools. Because she has proficiency in it. What she said. So yeah, even though it's a druidic place, I'm still gonna look for something like a place that has smithing going on, because I need also some smithing stuff for other things.
Well, surprisingly enough, you do not find smithy or anything, because it's a camps that have been made for a simple and quick occasion. They're not trying to sell here. Nobody brought their furnace or forge, that's for certain.
No, I don't think this is but nobody has brought anything like coal and that kind of stuff. Okay, well that
you can always ask your fellow party members.
Hey yo, you gotta just forge in your.
Okay, then I guess I'll just return to the party and I'll go to my next line of order. Asking if anyone wants to hunt something real quick before the solstice starts. To bring a contribution to it.
Oh no, I don't do that.
I don't think so.
Constantine's nowhere to be found at the moment.
Bess is alone.
Okay then, so nobody wants to join me?
No.
I can give you some
Shame.
blessing though.
Shame.
I cast the enhance ability on this.
Ooh, what does that do?
Let's see, what's that? Let's. I cast wisdom. You now have advantage on all wisdom-based skill checks for an hour.
Okay. Well, I guess Vess is about to go hunting then. She also gonna first, since she's just gonna hunt by herself now. Into the forest I go.
Okay. In that case, Vess sets off for its own. Can you roll me perception, nature, and survival?
The first.
Nature, no, yeah, perception, nature, and survival.
Okay, so perception is.
You have advantage on the first and the last one.
I know. That is 17. It's a 6 for nature. And that's a 19 for survival. So 17, 6, and 19.
Okay. So, interestingly enough, like before this, you actually never ever seen this much green ever in your fucking life. Remember, first the desert, then this like nice deserty tundra, now green everywhere. Taking about like 30 minutes one way to get to the forest, and then immediately realizing you have literally no fucking clue what is out there. I'm just, you know what, just roll me a d12. Let's see, what do you find?
11. Oh, that's a bad side.
Give me a second. Oh, that is good.
Oh, that is good.
That is very cool. Uh, so, oh, this is perfect. I love this so much. So, this. You know, you fucking Christ. You know, wandered the forest, making sure that you keep track of where you are and all that, keep time present. And you know, for good 10 minutes, you're kind of like even absorbing like the forest and trying to become, you know, one with the
nature.
Yeah. But you don't really know like any tracks or creatures that, you know, would be here because you never hunted. So you're basically looking for sounds, smells, maybe of carcasses, sounds of fighting, or, you know, some wild animals it calls. For a few seconds, you hear a spiel, like a sudden cry. And the cry cuts short immediately. And then very loud sounds of crunching can be heard. Somewhere 50 feet away from you. Just in the trees, just beyond it. You don't know where. But you know the direction is like somewhere immediate to your left. 50, 60 feet away. What would you like to do?
First off, I would like to use magical awareness. Pretty much, as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. So for like 5 seconds,
Yeah.
I will know if there's any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover.
Nope. There is no magical items except for what you have on you.
Good, so I know that there's no weird magic going on. I slowly sneak closer to get a better look at.
Roll me a stealth check.
Hi.
With disadvantage.
Because I'm big.
No,
Okay.
because it could probably smell.
Okay. That's a 3. So I'm spotted.
No, you stumble upon, you know, you just go, like, you, my good sir, hear the crunching sound, and it's a distinct sound of bones getting crunched. That's the first sensation that you recognize. That's the only sound you recognize. And as you make 40 feet in, all of a sudden the trees all of a sudden end, and there is this small drop, like 15 feet, and basically at the end of the drop, and about like 15 feet away from the drop, you see just this picture, just this picture of this creature, what seems to have an owl head, consuming what seems to be another creature, and its orange flared up eye stares at the tree line where you just peek your head out. It's crunching, but immediately as you see what it is, the crunching stops. You don't know what this creature is, but it's larger than you, wider than you by the looks of it, and it's holding what seems to be equivalent of your body, as if it was just a long piece of jerky.
Interesting.
Oh,
Do I notice
no.
any oddities from my passive insight? Like any injuries?
Looking for weak points.
Well, how do I say this? You realize that you never seen a creature like this. You don't know what it is or what it's capable of, but you see the creature that it's holding. It looks like a deer or an elk. You have relative understand what it is. It's, it has strength that is basically maybe beyond even yours, as it's just holding up this with no, like, it's probably holding like your maybe twice your size upwards, and eating it raw like it's nothing. The creature in question that clearly sees you and now deciding what to do with you has no signs of injury whatsoever.
Okay.
Just like, oh no, oh fuck, yeah.
And Vess has the same moment, like, I've never seen such a creature before, so I'm fascinated. I do notice that it notices me. It is pretty strong, so it is it is quite powerful in to be able to finding me. But at the same time, let me check my things real quick.
We're gonna roll a
Depending on how to-
d20.
that is the question. Yeah, exactly. It's like, Vess is trying to threat assess. Oh,
I just roll a thing. For now, you see the thing is still eating. Can you roll an insight check?
never underestimate the wild magic. Insights. And that's wisdom, so I still have advantage. So that's 2. 20 plus 1.
Ooh,
That's an
okay. So you realize you, for a brief moment, connect with the needs of the owl, like the creature that is below you, and you realize something. It is now continuing eating the deer, now literally just having its beak in its gut and just consuming it all. Still eyes mainly focused on you, but also where it's focusing that it's actually eating its the flesh that he caught and not himself. You realize it does not matter if you're gonna fight him now or you're gonna run away. He is coming after you.
Okay.
Because he is gonna be hungry after this.
So I know its intent is to fight me.
Yes.
All right then. Then that much I know. Then, since I know its intent, I will first do a bit of bolstering magic on myself. And with the effect that I have for 10 minutes, that I have a D3 whenever I make an attack or an ability check, and I will add it to my rolls. And then I pretty much show him my intent to it. And I slowly grab the hammer, that face hammer that I have.
Did you actually attune to it?
I had it equipped during my sleep, yes.
Okay.
So
Make sure to be clear with those things.
I didn't get to know that I could attune to it, but if it's attunable, I guess I'm attuned to it now because.
Yeah. So, did Constantine give you the stat sheet to it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So your decision, my good sir.
Are
you just gonna wait it until it eats and just go, or are you gonna try to because you have from perspective of where you are, there is a chance if you really want to, you can literally try to do a jump on him, literally jump on top of him with a hammer, because you are 15 feet above him, or 20 feet above him, and he's 10-15 feet away from you, and you have the high ground. So
Well, as I said, I'm doing some preparations. And, well, I'm gonna wait with that, actually. I have the high ground, indeed. And, it knows that I'm there, so it knows I have the advantage. So, I'm gonna just raise my hammer and snarl at it to intimidate it. If you're gonna come for me, I'm ready to fight as well.
roll the intimidation check.
Yay, barbarian intimidation. Moderate intimidation.
As you growl at the creature, all of a sudden, it throws away the few thirds of the carcass that it was eating to the side. It stands tall on its two hind legs and screeches at you. I would like you to roll me an initiative check.
It's 17.
17, okay. Let me change the music then. So, my good sir.
I have advantage on initiative.
And give me a second. There you go. Hello. Okay. So, both are ready to fight. You have the advantage. You have the first go. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna jump down and bonk it on the head.
Roll me athletic check first of all.
Oh, athletic check.
Yeah. I believe you can do that. Okay.
19.
Roll me to hit. With advantage.
Oh, advantage.
Yes.
I have set the standard for that because there was no to hit in the description. So
Oh, to hit is +4. The
+4.
strength.
Well, that's lower than what I have set, so that's good to know. 3, 2, 1. That's a 23.
Ooh, that
That
does.
was almost a crit.
Roll me damage. And let me roll me wisdom saving throw for the creature as well. Oh god.
Okay, so what was it again?
What weapon are you using?
The hammer.
You know it's 4 plus your strength, right?
Yeah, I just told him.
Yeah, he just added a 4 plus. I thought he had strength modifier. No, that's me.
Okay, let me just check. That's right here. That should be the calculation. So, no, the other one. This is a versatile. That's weird. That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait. Which hammer are you using?
Right judgment. It's. Are my notes wrong? Because that's how it's calculated apparently, unless it's D10.
Alexis, you never gave custom damage numbers for Ford's judgment.
I
If
did.
there are custom damage.
I did give you. I gave to every single thing damage. It's 3d12 plus strength plus 4.
3d12 plus
Yes.
strength.
Yes,
Plus
plus 4.
Okay, that explains way more. Like,
Yeah. Okay, 25, and it's rolled a 10. Okay. Okay.
yeah, that's it's frightened.
Oh yeah, it is frightened. So you basically slam on top of it, and as soon as you hit its fur, there's this nice sound of crack. As all of a sudden you hear echoes of fear and worry wash through the fur of the thing, and all of a sudden the creature's eyes widen, not of anger or rage, but also in fear. Anything else, Ves?
Yes, as a bonus action, I would like to use my Hungry Jaws ability.
Dom.
So I'm gonna bite it.
Sure, roll 2.
9. That's a miss.
Miss again. The miss. Yeah, he just fucking miss. Okay, so what is the owl bear gonna do? The owl bear, of course, is gonna multi-attack. One attack with its beak and one attack with its claw. So claw attack. 24.
Doesn't.
Does 24 hit you?
Yeah, 24 hits me. Don't worry, but I'm just. Oh, it has disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Forgot. Yeah, fuck. Because he's terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
That misses.
Okay, and then I guess it's beak attack. Let's see. Well, it's skewer you. Let's roll twice this time. 21.
21 hits.
Okay, give me a second. And you're not raging, so you take 14 points of piercing damage as it basically tries to like grab you and just basically skewer onto its beak. It's not a pleasant feeling trying to get pressured into your flesh breaking. Anyway, Scree, you're up. What would you like to do?
Where's Scree? Where?
Fuck. Bess.
Sorry, I liked it. Sorry, that's okay with me. Okay. Then I'm just gonna keep on bonking it.
Okay.
Let's check my heist. To hit is plus 18.
That's no, you use strength and a +4.
Oh, and a +4, so it's +1.
And
+1, yeah. So that will be 19.
I don't think you're doing. Wait, what's
So
your
that-
what's your
so that-
strength modifier again? Can you remind me?
+1.
Oh
wait,
yeah,
wait,
oh Jesus. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just strength modifier +1.
Fuck, I forgot you're the barbarian with no strength. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, you keep thinking my strength's high. I have high strength saving throws,
Yeah.
but my modifier is only +1.
Anyway, it's a hit, so roll damage.
He's not the strongest, that's the whole point. Roll damage, that's sorry, I haven't written down, so I have to keep adapting. 3d12 plus 5. 12 plus 5 in total. That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's pretty good. Another break, another shatter. It is still terrified. Very cool. Give me a second. Just want to make sure.
And okay.
Anything else?
Oh, it's time. But now that I've hit and taken that damage, I will show my might by raging.
Uh-oh.
So, yes, wild magic time.
So you roll a D10,000. Right?
It's not needed, but you know, Vess is showing off.
Oh my god.
8, 2, 3, 1.
Give me a second. Let me just quickly look at it. I
Please
gotta
summon
pull. I
something
gotta
terrible.
pull out another document. A2.
3, 1.
Oh.
Please be something crazy.
Oh. Oh god. So
Oh god.
the first thing that happens as you, all of a sudden, as you rage, this aura of green flickers and just pulses beyond you and at the owlbear, and just as far as I can see. As soon moments after, you see the flickering reappears as you see mushrooms, berries, birds, and even the deer carcass beside you flicker green for a moment. No other stuff happened.
Okay. So I painted everything green.
No, it just pulsed green for a few seconds and just back to usual self.
Okay.
Just stone on the ground.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Multi-attack from the creature once more. 16 hits, right? Right?
Advantage. So 5.
Oh yeah, fuck. Man. I don't think I have done a combat sequence in a long while. Okay.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Yeah. Yes, green, exactly. I mean, this is far away from everybody else, so you don't even see the green. Let's see.
And I'm raging, so only.
Yeah. Let me roll the damage first of all. So you would take, oh my god, 11 slashing damage, because it rolled double 8, so 22, but 11 because you were raging, so 43. There you go. And it's gonna do the beak attack as well, so let me just roll. 27. Oh yeah, and again, because I'm stupid, I forget to roll disadvantage.
Don't worry, you have the same.
11 misses. So
Misses.
it is slash you out of here, and you realize if it was like with purpose, if it was like not half terrified of looking at you, if it sunk its finger, it could just skewer you. For you, it's mere glancing blows from the missing owlbear, but those glancing blows dig deep with its nails. Anyway, that's the end of the owlbear.
One moment, I need to check something real quick. Guess I have somebody. Okay, yeah, it's my turn, so, bonky time. Also, I did not roll correctly every time, because I actually still had to roll another dice over it. Because I put the... No, I can, I don't have to. Let's bonk it again. It's 5. And I will now use my, one of my buffs that I took for battle, which is the bolstering magic. This gets a D3 with it. 19!
19. Oh. That is a hit.
Time to bonk it again. And since I'm raging, I get extra damage.
Let's go. Sadly, no wild magic.
No, because that's
I know.
have to do that as a reaction. Plus 5, plus 3. 30 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh. You all of a sudden hit it, and there's this sudden crack somewhere lower in its back. All of a sudden, the entire owlbear's moon becomes jagged and torn, and it starts to screech in this slow burst. It is having no great feel. It is not having a good time at the moment at all. Anything else?
Anything else? I don't think I can do anything else because I'm raging. So end of my turn.
Let me tell you something, Vest. Do you know that barbarians at level 5 have extra attack?
Oh right, they have extra attack. Let's use that.
I literally waited 2 rounds for you to figure out. I was like, you know what? I'll give.
Yeah, I still had it somewhere. It's like there's such a list. This is my first time playing Azure, so yeah.
Well, again.
Okay. Let's go ham. 5. That misses.
Yeah, it does miss. Okay, now it's the owlbear's turn. Let me roll something. Oh yeah. So the owlbear is gonna disengage, literally just drop everything that it could and just start running away from you. Let me roll something for it as well.
Don't disengage. I can't. No attack opportunity.
Yeah, it is running and it's limping. You see as it runs, there's something fucked up about its back that slumps uncomfortably with each run it does. It goes about 60 feet and away from you, and that's its end action. That's what would you like to do?
Well, my prey is not getting away from me. So I'm gonna go after it, but I'm also gonna use an action to dash.
Okay.
And well, I run back into its range with 100 feet of speed, and
Yeah.
I cut off its path, standing in front of it.
Oh God. Okay.
And then I end my turn because I can't do anything.
Let me
because
roll.
I wasn't,
Yeah.
and
Oh God.
because I wasn't hit. And,
So, yeah,
and I have an attacking thing, so I'm no longer raging. So my magic's back.
Yeah, so here's the best part. You know, you realize that the owlbear, out of a moment of panic or maybe just blind instinct, doesn't realize that it's literally you that just run up faster ahead. So immediately it sees you almost as like another target and tries to strike you with a multi-attack. So once. Once. Second. 21. And
hits.
yeah, and then for the multi-attack, let's see. Oh God, wait. Oh God, wait. Jesus Christ, that was bad. Hold up. Okay, that's 19, and then for another one.
The fact that I only rolled a 12 on it.
So both attacks hit, and you are no longer raging. Oh boy. So give me a second. Do these 8 plus 6 for one, and then 2d10 plus 7 for the other. You take 25 points of damage as it literally sees you and starts to just hit you with a single swipe and a beak. The claws slightly sink in and drag your skin. But you're good. So, what would you like to do? Yes, as it's now your turn.
Well, it's time to end this. I would say, if it's trying to run, I'm gonna end it.
Okay.
So, what am I going to do is, I'm gonna use Reckless Attack.
Oh boy. Sure. Let's go.
Let's go. So Reckless Attack allows me to get advantage this turn, but my next turn I have disadvantage,
Yeah.
which means he has normal rolls after this.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go bonky and with advantage. 16.
16. That fucking. Oh wait, no, that hits. That hits. Yeah, that hits. Oh boy. Let's see.
Breathe.
Da, 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 da.
34
Oh,
of bludgeoning
ooh.
damage.
How would you like to do this?
As my prey is clearly frightened of me, I decide to lower my guard and raise my hammer up high. And with a large hissing sound, I bring down the hammer onto his skull, smacking it down into the side of it and making it barrel sideways.
Ooh. So, with
I'll be
that,
breaking his neck.
with that singular impact, there's an audible crack within its skull as the owlbear goes limp and its body twirls twice over and just slumps to the tree. No longer reacting to anything, and now out of its mouth there's a streak of reddish blood coming out. Combat is over. Congratulations. You've gotten yourself a whole owl bear to your name.
Now the question is, how the hell are you gonna move it?
Exactly.
How heavy is it?
How heavy is it? Well,
It's a large creature, so about 4 times your size altogether. Things.
well, let's see. Can you roll me an intelligence check?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Because your first estimation is heavy. Big. It's
Fine.
fucking big, huge.
There goes the barbarian intelligence.
Yeah. You're like thinking to this, like, this is cool, this is big though. Like like you can't even like you think like at the very peak of it you could probably drag it just a few inches of it. Like you maybe could roll it, but the rolling for each individual roll would take you minutes to roll it around.
So I can't hoist it over me. I'm not strong enough.
No, Jesus Christ, no.
Okay.
Ooh, you
Well,
know.
then I'm gonna do probably the smart thing and put it in one of the bag of holdings.
How much of it?
How could you fit it in a bag of holding?
Yeah, how much of it are you gonna try to put it in?
Oh wait, yeah, that's a good question. Well, I'm gonna. Well, first, well, if it's too big, I guess the first thing I will do is try to cut it into pieces.
Oh.
And I have an axe, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
sharp enough to cut things.
It takes a bit, but you do manage to, act. It's
Actually,
limb.
can I say something here before he goes on with this? As you get your dagger out and you're ready to cut into this thing,
Axe. I don't
your
have.
sharp, axe. Sorry, whatever sharp object you're using to cut into this thing. Your passive senses go off and you realize someone's behind you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, because I'm in the hunting mode, I turn around and point my axe towards the person who's right behind me.
You see Constantine. You are certain he did not follow you into the forest.
I look at him, and I'm concerned at first because he came out of nothing. But considering I know who he is, I put my axe back over my shoulder. Not just to make sure it's not a trick or anything, just to on guard.
He does a polite bow. Question. This is a large category creature, right?
Yes, it is a large category creature.
And corpses are no longer considered living creatures? Like, it's no longer a living object?
That is the definition of it.
Yeah, I would like him to cast animating performance
Oh my.
on it as the creature stands back up. No life in his eyes. And with that, the creature seems to just walk behind you, no hostility, seems just to be following you, as Constantine flicks a finger, and he turns invisible.
Vess is at first confused for a bit, but considering she does have a bit of magical knowledge, she's like,
Should have said something.
and then she just heads back to camp. Probably with the
Are you-
owlbear walking behind.
Are you gonna ride the owlbear? That's my question.
Can?
You can. By the way, it can fly now.
Okay,
It flies now!
Does she know that? That's the question.
And then
It's
would barely fly.
Actually, you know what? I can know that.
Hmm?
Magical awareness.
Oh.
Because when you sense a spell, you learn what school of magic it belongs to.
And fly. Okay.
So, if I know what kind of which school of magic it is, and Vess at that point is like, fine, I'll get on the back.
Oh boy.
And let Constantine do his thing.
oh, he's gone. By the way, the thing's
Yeah.
just moving by itself now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And we go back to camp. That's gotta be a sight for to behold.
Truly.
Oh boy.
Hopefully, hopefully someone there knows how to prepare owlbear meat.
Jeez. So is Vess gonna be flying in, or are you gonna just?
Yeah. Low fly. Like,
Low fly.
Like you could imagine just over the tree line.
So I just need to ask. Theo, my boy, my fella. What are you? You know, it's been a good day as you've been here. There's a massive bonfire getting placed. People are basically preparing meals and whatnot for celebration of the summer solstice. What would you be doing?
I think I would just try to like kind of not directly interact with the other people, but just look what they're doing, just observing the crowd. It's like, yeah.
If you could roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. Oh, 11. Don't see any people.
No, you do see people, It's pretty generic. It's pretty what's it called? It's pretty good. It's people mainly just getting their festival clothes, talking with each other. Some people are preparing their instruments they brought. Some are basically setting up massive, essentially feasts. Some brought their own slain beasts and putting them on small fires to start roasting them. Just like everybody's preparing for a celebration. Nothing out of the ordinary special. until there's this sudden commotion from the west, right? As all of a sudden, people start screaming, run, and everybody start looking, and you just see this massive owlbear creature with its eyes rolled over, flying just a few feet off the ground, and on top of it, probably Vess standing there, like with the most superior look ever. What would you like to do?
I think I'm hold on a second. I think I'm going to draw my warhammer and just starting running towards it, screaming, "What the hell are you?"
Vess. Any response as I imagine you just pull up with this fucking look. Just this. Signature look of superiority.
So, I've landed, right?
Well, technically you're still floating. Slash,
How far off the ground?
about like 2-3 off the ground.
Then I jump down, land on my feet.
You see your
and stand
familiar.
straight.
You see a familiar character by name of Tio is running with its warhammer.
Then I hold up my claw, my right claw, my hand claw, and then I motion down. And I hope that Constantine or the spell understands that means to drop it on the ground. You know, have an epic moment. Is that it?
It's still floating there.
These guys look confused in the back, and I was like, shrug, and then looks at Theo.
I'm just looking at your face, seeing that you're a bit more relaxed. I'm starting to slow down, lowering my weapon, just pointing at the owlbear, and like, what do you care to explain this?
I was hunting. And this one became my prey. It is dead. Though his name, Constantine, made it float. I used it to come back here with my prize.
Actually, question is Ares anywhere close to this? This is a better question before I say anything. Ares is just watching off in the distance.
I mean, Ares, if you were like with the druid still helping them out, all of a sudden you just heard a scream, and you look at the sign of screams, and the first thing you see is basically Bess on top of something very big and fluffy, as it seems to be gliding in the air.
On that comment, Ares, you hear something in your head. I don't recall helping them.
Oh wait, am I on Constantine now?
Ares runs so.
No, and Ares just has a heart
Ares
attack.
doesn't
Correct.
Oh.
It happened.
I'm back.
Yep.
Hello.
This could just decided to just reboot for some reason. Anyway, but, Ares runs over. He was like, "Oh no." Mumbles a bit. Do Beth clearly look hurt?
Yes, she's scratched up and has clearly some injuries, but she looks mostly healthy if at first glance. Clearly that she has been fighting.
Yeah. Ares runs up to you. And kind of like clenching his teeth a bit and going to smile. And, are you okay?
Tis but a scratch.
All of a sudden, a hand falls to the ground.
Ares heals you for 5 with a 5th level spell. Your wounds.
Healing will you receive?
31.
31.
31. Let's go. So you're back at 149.
Are you sure you're okay?
I am built to take punishment.
She just seems confident about herself.
Yeah. Eris does another like around, but like he walks around you, like looks you up and down. Doesn't see any major injury aside from once he closed. That's good then. And what's this? It turns to the owlbear floating.
I was hunting, and I came across this one. He became my prey. As if I didn't, it would hunt me.
This is not what I thought you meant when you said you were going to hunt.
I wasn't sure what I was going to find here. It is unknown territory. But I am pleased with the results.
If it's alive, Eris tries to like wave his hands in front of its eyes.
Clearly, it's
unresponsive.
dead. It is fucking dead. Poor Theo.
And actually, as like this conversation goes on, suddenly you hear thump as it hits the ground.
Eris jumps back a bit.
Do I take psychic damage?
Mm-mm.
Okay then.
Um. Either, either way.
Way, we have meat and a tribute for the solstice.
So,
With that said, shall we commence for the solstice?
Yeah.
Unless Theo has something to do, we've kind of all done stuff at this point.
Yeah, Eris has been helping out. He's setting the bonfire in place. And he goes back to that. And waits for stuff to happen.
Well, Fess is gonna probably move. Probably ask the rest of the druids to help move the Albert for the correct proceedings.
Who is he asking?
Anyone nearby, druids or any bystanders who wants to help.
roll me a persuasion check.
I am not that persuasive, but I'll try. Persuasion, no, not that bad. It's not good either. 14, average persuasion.
As you say to gather around for the people to help you out. Some people clearly fucking busy with their own little stuff. Some are really not, nothing to do. Grab their axes and some saws and knives and just start slowly but surely carve the owl bear.
And I will help with that with my own axe. To no surprise of anyone. I do want to secure the rib cage and the skull for myself.
Oh, you want the skull for yourself?
Yeah, it might be a bit damaged, but I do want the skull.
Yeah.
And
Well.
possibly a few extra bones or the rib cage. But the rib cage is probably going to be hard unless they're making spare ribs of it. But definitely the skull.
So. Whew. Give me a second. So, You it takes you good like half an hour until you got to the skull. There's a lot of feathery fur. And of course, you can clearly see in the skull, the blood-colored skull, where the impact was that killed the beast and the cracks that followed around across the head. It is still whole in one place, but yeah, it is cracked. So you got yourself one cracked owlbear skull.
Yay. Put it in one of my bag of holdings.
Actually, Vez, don't you have mending?
Yes.
Ah, no longer cracked. No, unless you want the crack. Maybe that's an aesthetic thing.
No, she's gonna mend it later. Don't worry. It's just, you know, she's gonna probably try to make something out of it later. But right now it's just a trophy. So first, the cracks will only be fixed when it's gonna be
Owl
repurposed.
skull helmet. When?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what we will craft out of it. But she needs the tools first. So yeah. Add to, there we go. Add it. All right. And with that, Ves will, and with the rest of the druids and helping, I will help cut it into pieces and, you know, help to prepare for whoever who's gonna cook these large pieces of meat.
I'm gonna be back in like 20 seconds, maybe a bit more. You all decide what you want to do before the actual solstice begins.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are doing anything fancy, right? We're just kind of chilling out until it gets lit by Ares, right?
Mm-hmm. Unless Theo wants to do something.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, Ares is going to mostly like talk with the druids.
Theo, what do you want to do?
I think I'm just trying to relax before like the festival. Just scribbling in my notebook again, noting down observations. Like first time seeing an owl bear flying in the air.
First time seeing an owlbear, period.
I'm surprised Constantine isn't going to inquire about Ves seeing him in the forest.
I think Ares has seen an owlbear, right?
Constantine has his own less direct ways of questioning what happened.
All right. Oh, she's Ves is happy over victory. She's just gonna help with the preparation to cook the meat, and yeah, we'll see. I guess Theo's relaxing. Constantine is being Constantine.
Ares
But
just
how else am I
has
gonna say
piano
it?
theme this way.
How else am I gonna say
though.
what Constantine is doing? And Ares is talking with the druids. Okay.
Druid speech.
His 20 seconds are up, by the way.
We are legally allowed to leave.
Let's go. Class is
we're
over,
legal.
boys. No, actually, yeah, you know, if it's if we're just like just chilling out at the moment, then see, what do I should I nah. I'll save that for later. Sorry, bag of tricks. Yeah, you know, you don't hear or see anything of Constantine, but Ares, you do hear the faint background whispers of an instrument. Ares, have you ever heard of the harp as your character?
Yeah, I think so.
You hear an elegant background song. Semi-ominous, but it's there. You know, it's just a darker themes song in the background.
So, what have you decided?
We're just watching. We're waiting for things to happen. Theo's making
I-
notes.
Ares is
Yes.
going to talk a bit with the druids, specifically Tick, because he's talked with Roach before.
And Ves is cutting the owlbear meat to help make sure it gets cooked.
Yeah. Basically, it's a mixture of like courtesy. Sorry, one moment. I'm back. Like a bit of like small talk, mixed with like he asked Dick a bit about what like the aftermath of the capital city and what he has been doing.
The fate of Cradle Rocks. So,
Yeah.
most people, especially no, not most people, mainly the druids, most of them are from Cradle Rocks or the surrounding areas. They basically tell you that the Cradle Rocks, like the most of the city, has basically sunken into the earth. All of it, most of the streets and all of it has been destroyed, while some are still hanging by its roots. A lot of people have died. But as slowly but surely, the city will be repaired, as the roots will be repaired, and the surface area shall be put back at the surface. How long it will take? Nobody really knows. Might take a few months, maybe take a few years, maybe more. But they're here not to skulk and be miserable about past events. They're here for the festivities. So,
I have to take some consolation in that. And he seems to be feeling a little bit better himself.
okay. So, nothing else, right?
Nothing else.
That goes for everybody, right?
Nope, just helping with preparing the meat.
Good. So, hours pass. And give us- there you go. There you go. Hours pass, people prepare, the sun is setting, sun is set, and basically by the very edge, the very sunset, bells are tolled by a handful of individuals. They're all similarly dressed as the dwarf that you met with Aries in the group, the merchant type, who basically calls for everyone around to gather, not only in the middle camp, but basically from all around. As slowly but surely, the entire main camp is over. A thousand heads tall, rows of people gathered. And because you were the closest, basically to the center of this whole thing, Eris, you're basically in the first line or so. You all the druids, Roach, Tick, and of course your companions are not too far behind, and of course Constantine is just beside you somewhere out there. Mm-hmm. Let me find the dwarf, because I cannot find the dwarf for the life of me. But nevertheless, the dwarf waits for a crowd of people to show up and gather. Happy, enthusiastic about things to come. And then he proclaims, loudly as he could, brothers and sisters of the Empire, citizens from the far east to the far south, the far west, and to the north beyond the seas, welcome once again. Their annual gathering of the summer solstice here in the Tree Creek Valley. Times have been tough. Times have been difficult for all of us, especially in recent times with all the earthquakes and such. But as many things have been passed through decades and centuries that our ancestors faced, a few shakes in the ground will not shake in our resolve. A handful cheers come from the crowd. This is a man, I can't speak anymore. Fortunate day for us to all gather again. The crowd bigger than ever, spirits higher than ever, and the pyre will be ablaze hotter than ever.
Ares cringes a bit at that statement.
Any comments from the crowd, like from any of you? Because there's some cheers, some are just staring. I don't know what to do.
I'm just oddly looking around, like not really sure if we should clap, but like slowly clapping.
Constantine's just like to the right flank of Ares and just doing the polite little clap, just the polite, quiet clap with a wide smile.
And Vestis go very much is giving a "Hua!" more that sound for her. Hua! Placing her fist into the air.
Nevertheless, I was selected as speaker. Less of a duty, more of a prank by my friends and companions of this little gathering. So I'll say blast it all. Drinks are free, meat is free, and the fire will burn high. Looks immediately at the druids in the front row and kind of gives like this motion to get on. And of course, immediately all the gazes of the druids stare at you, Ares.
Yeah. Ares walks up a bit nervously, cups his hand in front of him, and summons an iridescent ball of flame in his hands. And then, by extending his hand forwards, he...
Ares.
Yeah?
Ares.
He's talking. He's
No,
talking, buddy.
No, I know. Roll me a 4100 for gods are watching.
Ooh.
Question. Araxis, do I know gods are watching?
You know that at least one god is watching through your eyes at the moment.
Alright, I'm gonna do something real quick. Don't mind me. Yeah. I'll let you know real quick.
255, that's a max. That's almost binary.
It is.
Ooh.
One moment.
Yes.
255 is a very game-like number.
What are you doing? Let me check what Constantine is doing.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wow.
Can I roll?
Roll me D100.
Alright, we'll see how much this helps. Take it.
That was your god shot pinging into you, bro.
Good thing.
As there is this flare, a ball of fire nestled deeply in your palm, growing ever so lightly, but fiercely. As you're ready to just, out of anticipation of everyone, fling the first flame and probably watch the whole bonfire lit up rapidly. For the briefest of moments, you feel this familiar tug that you felt while meditating. something large, something powerful, something behind under the palm of your hand. It's there. It's lurking. And as you look at your hand, the few embers of reddish flame turn to gold before immediately snuffing out, and the red flame continues burning. So, Ares, you gonna check the fire?
I will check the fire.
So,
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
with a single check of flame, there's a small flicker flame goes in, gets lost in the roots and lights for a few seconds before a good fifth of the section of the bonfire almost consecutively lights up. And all of a sudden the intense heat starts to radiate as everybody screeches out of excitement and cheers. Ares, you realize something. You didn't do anything out of the ordinary, but the heat that goes off, it feels like you all of a sudden you're just feet away from an active furnace. To the point that the dwarf beside you all of a sudden flinches backwards a bit. But not trying to lose face, claps, and just cheers you on. You look down below, you look at the roach's face. He is concerned, impressed, but concerned.
Yeah. Ares like bows slightly and walks back again to stand behind, or beside Roach and speaking other dudes.
Well, the dwarf just kind of takes his hands and claps. Well, out of festivities, let's get drunk! And everybody cheers. As, the dwarf leaves very, very optimistically to the fact that he no longer needs to speak, grabs a flask of ale and just starts drinking. And basically, the whole place, the whole festival becomes almost like a free-for-all as everybody decides what they do want to do. So, what does everybody like to do in the summer solstice?
I'm turning to my group and saying, I'm going to get everybody something to drink. What do you all want?
Ale.
I'm not sure what is there you can drink.
Well, you clearly know that there's a shit ton of drinks, from non-alcoholic to definitely alcoholic drinks, as kegs were brought out in means of magic, barrels, casks, or caskets. So there's drink from water to juice, from fire water to wine, cider, ale, and other different brews.
But let's go to answer. Well, I don't really care too much. You can choose for me.
I'm just shrugging. Okay.
Okay for anything.
As Theo is going to get a drink, Fess is going to grab a piece of meat from the owlbear and then holds it up in front of before the fire, and then says the following:
Here is my solstice offering to you, the red sun, who guides us through these harsh times and lands.
And she tosses into the fire, letting it burn in there.
As the bead burns, it singes and actually very quickly burns to just darkened, coalish mess. In your mind, there's all of a sudden this peace. As if almost like you appeased someone for the briefest of moments.
And before I'm sorry.
No, she just started the fire for about to return to you.
What?
That is the deepest German I have ever heard.
Oh yeah. A robot.
Was a volcano speaking?
Sorry, was a voice mod on?
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Pretty much Fez will just keep staring at the thing for a
That makes
while
way more sense.
till Theo's back. Sorry, I don't know why my voice mod turned on. It turned to clean. Must have been a glitch.
Or I thought there was someone's in Theo's background. I didn't even understand what was said.
There's no
What
one
the
here.
hell?
Just German I've ever heard.
Yeah, I just assumed it was German. That's why I didn't understand it.
No, it wasn't. I also didn't understand it. Maybe it's so deep German that I don't understand. I'm just before Theo's going to get something, I'm just leaning closer to Iris, asking, "Does Constantine want anything?"
And Constantine hear what Eris is hearing.
Oh, Constantine's right behind you. He's just politely staring off into the void.
Ah. Then Iris is going to turn around and whisper to Constantine, "Do you want anything?"
And you look at him, and he smiles, and you get an unsettling feeling. And he just, it'd be impolite to not partake. And with that, he looks over at Theo, and does a polite bow. I would be honored if you could bring me a drink. Any will do.
Okay, great. I'm just slightly intimidated, slightly with a smile, just turning around, going to get something for everyone.
With that, he looks over at Ares. Like I said, it'd be impolite to not partake in the festivities. Do you know an instrument?
Yes, I do play.
Very good then. With that said, is there a clear space, like, where we can get some distance, a bit of distance from people, like, where there isn't just a huge clump of people?
Yes.
I need a room for a large object.
Yes, there is plenty of spaces. Everybody kind of splits to their own group. Some basically leave this camp and go back from where they are. Some stay, but plenty of space.
And, alright then. If that is the case, I am going to create. One moment, I'm just double checking this. Okay. I'm going to create a piano.
I just imagine you're like I'm gonna create a piano, stand back here, but all of a sudden, just with a flicker of air, you just hear all boom, like a bunch of notes just hit at the same time.
It has a faint glow to it, and if you listen closely, it's almost like it's humming music.
Oh no. Oh god, it's my. Oh. I think everything crashed for me. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Man, everything crashed. Jesus Christ. The bot. The Discord is off. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Can hear you on stream. Wait, can you? Hold up. Come on. Wait, you can yeah. It's awkward. Just cause I have my OBS on. God, it's fucking awkward. Hold on. Oh, why is it not working? I know you can hear me, but I cannot hear you because I have my microphone is not on Discord. It's yeah, I know. Fuck. Work. Damn it. Fuck. Man. I know you're not hurt because my Discord is dead. It has no route apparently. That's the worst part. I'm trying. Okay, give me a second. I'll be. God damn it. Oh, man, I love Discord, don't you? There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Can we hear us
hello.
on stream?
Hello.
Oh, wait.
I'm
what?
There it
here.
is.
I'm here. Yes. Hello. Finally. Okay. I just need to reset. But your figures. Hold up. Give me a second.
Us on stream?
But your fugis are all fucked up now. God damn it.
Okay, so what you can do then is you can go to
Oh,
and
they're
reset
back.
their
You're back.
cache.
You're back. You're back. You're back.
Let's go!
Anyway, oh boy, that was nice.
Nice.
We're back. Anyway, so what did I miss besides the piano up here? Everybody's like, oh.
Nothing, we're good.
Nothing.
Actually, because Aries,
Yeah.
you will see the seat is rather large, big enough for 2 people. He pats the other side of the seat.
What is this?
This is a piano.
Wow, I've never seen anything like this before.
He kind of takes his finger across the notes and scrolls them across to show you like how it makes noise. And he's gonna, and it's like 5 minutes of him showing Aries the very, very basics as he gives them a tiny part in a song to play.
Oh no.
As Aries or Axis, can we make a group performance check? Me and Aries.
I only have flute proficiency.
That's okay. Doesn't
Hey,
matter with you and me.
both of you can roll me performance then. Let's see how it goes.
This is fun.
As let's see here.
Just, I know what
As
doing
I'm
here.
actually technically I guess this will count separate checks. Don't worry about that. As I'm going to cast a tiny bit of magic about me. You do get to roll with advantage.
Dice roller. Oh no.
Thank goodness it looked like you needed it. One moment, I still have some other stuff for you in particular.
It's my first time.
Not as much for myself, but... Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay, well, how did you get 9? Okay, well, that glitched out, but that's a, Oh, I see why I did that. Yeah, okay, sorry, that is a, 17.
17.
It's, for, on to Aries' check. So that's...
Oh god.
28, and my check, we'll do that real quick. Which is similar benefits, just a different modifier. And mine is a 33.
So Aries is what's modifier? 20.
29.
Oh
And
god.
mine
Okay.
is a 33.
So you do in fact captivate everyone around you, the crowd and whatnot, because first of all, not a lot of people have seen or even know the concept of a piano, so they're curious. But also the fact that you had a lot of fucking practice, like a lot of fucking practice, so you know what you're doing.
Oh, correction, sorry. Mine's actually a 37.
Shut up.
I missed. I'll
Don't
correct
worry,
that
you've
real
already
quick.
impressed enough. Even more impressiveness, and people would explode of being impressed.
It's a small mistake, I'm sorry. Forgot to add my proficiency.
Bonk. Moving on.
Monk.
Monk.
Mm-mm-mm.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I don't think a piano is the most popular instrument amongst druids.
Yeah.
A unique experience.
A unique experience, true. So for how long are you gonna play the piano? That's my question.
I play until Ares seems to start getting tired.
Ares,
Like,
how
and I don't
long
mean
are
like
you?
until he's like physically exhausted, but like until he feels like seems like he's losing flow.
Yeah, Ares is a bit intrigued. Like his hands are flowing just magically over this piano for some reason. Literally. Like, oh, this is fun. He seems to be enjoying himself. And he plays maybe for a solid like 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Okay.
Before
I
his
guess.
hands start hurting.
Okay, I guess by then Theo returns with drinks.
Yeah. I'm just I think I am just turning towards the group. So I got 3 times ale, and I'm just handing it out, and I'm awkwardly placing the ale for Constantine on the piano, just trying not to think too much of it, and just turning to Ares, saying, "I tried to order something, but they didn't have that, so I just got you a juice."
A juice. What kind? I don't know. Cyanide. Aaron.
It just has like
juice.
some weird orangey red kind of color. Just handing it, and then standing next to the others.
That's
So-
good. Yeah, as the 40 minutes pass and his hands start cramping, I notice this and politely nod to him to take them off. Close it, and then the piano just vanishes in bright smoke. Yeah, and I return to his side.
I'm just clapping.
This is just downing your ale.
So, the summer solstice, the fire burning bright, there's 100 foot of pillar of flames as all of a sudden the sounds of cracking and explosions can be heard. Somewhere in the distance, as all of a sudden you realize the sky is lighting up. Vess and Tio. Vess, when you went to go hunting, you stumble upon like these not carving, but like somebody draws something on the bridge. It's like just random insignificant scribbles, lines, nothing. Didn't really even care to examine it. Theo, you remember the section of the bridge where the gnome was, and you now see these fires are shooting out in the sky. A massive explosion, and the whole sky flares up in different colors. Red, green, blue, and yellow. People are astonished. Some are kind of just stumbled, not knowing what to do, seeing at the sky. Some are screaming that the sky is getting destroyed. There is this interesting mixture of serenity, awe, and panic.
Theo's just dropping his drink, closing his eyes, screaming, "What is happening?" and just hiding behind the nearest person.
Okay, can I try that?
What is Vess's interpretation of this?
Roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. You stared at him a little too long, Vess.
16.
Okay. You've seen worse. This is somebody's tribute to the summer solstice. Some impressive wizard or sorcerer setting the sky ablaze a bit, but you see the sky is bigger than those petty lights. It's, I guess, just a show of fiction and nothing more.
Ares wants to run up
Find
to
another
it
mug of
once.
ale to down.
Ares wants to run up to once, shooting fire into the sky.
Okay, just fucking dashes right.
Yeah, that's like, can I do that?
Okay,
Can I
it
join?
takes you. It takes. It's in the distance. It's far away. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he dashed it over.
Who's gonna chase
Running.
after Harry's?
As soon as he breaks off into a run, Constantine's gone. Vanished from reality.
Best about you.
Vez is still around. She's just trying to get another mother Elsu down.
Theo, are you like overwhelmed by panic?
Yeah, like
Can you
Theo's
roll-
just.
Can you roll me wisdom saving throw?
Saving throw? How exactly? I'm sorry, I just forgot.
You're a paladin, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you will be rolling your wisdom modifier on top of, I believe, your proficiency. Paladins have.
I
wisdom,
mean, if she has a character sheet, it should show what's her saving throw is.
throws are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom +7, I think.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah,
right.
that sounds about right.
That's fine.
20.
20.
Shake.
Well,
Shutting my eyes and being overwhelmed.
overwhelmed, but then you realize the world is not ending. It's fine. You're calm, relaxed. But then you see, for a briefest of moments, in this sensation of calm, that all of your companions are basically running towards the bridge where the gnome was. As you realize, where that section of the bridge where you saw the gnome, that's where the fire's coming from. That's where the fire goes into the sky and explodes.
Well, Vez is just looking for drinks.
I'm just looking around, seeing that Wes is still drinking, but deciding to run towards the bridge too.
Bess is just like, yeah, nice. Just I just imagine Bess is like, my offer was better, man. So takes a few minutes, and you do realize that the fireworks continue. Every 20-30 seconds there's a shot or two simultaneously shots into the sky and the cracks. Ares making it to the bridge, you basically are met with just this grayish smoke that slightly burns your eyes. And you hear not yelling but loud commands. Okay, that was B2, be free. You hear a pop and you see the fire shut out. Okay, B3 is empty. Give me a B5 and a 4. A few seconds pass, sizzling sound, fire blows out. What would you like to do?
Eric wants to loudly proclaim, "Can I try to shoot fire in the sky?"
There's a handful of grummers. Master, I think there's a... I heard it. All of a sudden, out of the fucking smoke, you hear coughs as the voice proclaims, prepare a B7 and B8. As you see about 3.5 foot tall halfling or even a gnome approach you.
I
As
can
like,
shoot my own fire. I'm great at fire.
sure, kid, but these are fireworks. This is not fire. These are fireworks. These are work of art. All of a sudden, you hear like 2 thuds as one yellow and green flare go out in the sky. As the halfling immediately turns around, screams, "Get us a B9 and a B11."
I think my fire looks good as well. Can I try it?
As he looks at the sky and says, "Do it, just shoot it then."
Yeah. Ares. He uses his Roxian authority, my ability that my robe has. This doubles for 1 minute. It doubles the range of my spells. And then he's going to Scorching Ray with like this almost rainbow-colored fire. Shoot rays up into the sky. 240 feet up into the sky.
They
he uses a 6 special to shoot 7 beams
oh god.
of fire up into the sky.
Going all out for a bit of fire, I see. So, the fire, you know, blares up, goes in, and yeah, you shoot out a rainbow of colors into the sky. As the halfling looks at it, nods. Impressive! Good job! Gives you a thumbs up.
Thank you. And then he like jumps a bit and runs back.
You just like, look, I can also do fire, shoots in the sky and then runs away. Okay, the halfling just kind of nods himself and yeah. I guess you leaving the bridge back to where you came from?
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. So Theo! Before you could even make the smoke, all of a sudden you see Ares running out back and just kind of seeing you very happy, excited, covered in smoke. Anything you want to say or do, or?
Oh Christ! What happened to you? Why? I'm just slowing down. Just.
Are people dancing?
People are in fact dancing. Some, not all, but some.
Yeah. Then when Ares comes towards Theo, he goes, "Come on, we have to dance. We have to dance."
I'm just very confused. Okay.
Okay.
Going along with it.
Yeah. And then he goes and joins the dancing.
Oh no.
He must have a dancing.
Question,
way with
Ares, how do you dance?
How
What's the
did
type of dance you do?
you.
you bust some move?
Breakdown.
Leg.
Yeah.
What is Ares' style?
He has no particular style. He tries to copy other people's style, and he has that's what his heart feels like doing, basically. The kind of dancing you do in like 4th grade in elementary school.
Element.
With that said, you hear the faintest of ever sighs.
Yeah, like
If you intend to dance,
it's very village
then you
style
must do
dancing.
it properly.
Yeah, it's very village dance style.
Ares, Constantine appears in front of you, face forward. And then does about one hand to his chest, the other reaching out forward. Take your hand. May I have this dance?
What do you mean? He tilts his head. You can dance if you want to.
And with that, no, you hear a more quieter. Take my hand.
Okay.
Take my hand. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready? Green eldritch magic forms around.
Oh no, Tio's like, I'm gonna go dancing? All of a sudden, Constantine appears. Allow me.
Allow me.
Oh,
Constantine's
no.
very disappointed in Ares dancing,
I
so he's
started-
going to.
I started. I said this line. You can dance if you want to. No. The rest of the lyrics. You can dance if you
Tio,
want to.
would you
Leave the
like to
fence
look for a
behind.
dance partner?
I mean, if the other ones have a dance partner, I think I should look for one as well.
Man.
Um,
How is
Alright, I don't-
Vess into dancing? Is Vess gonna dance?
Well, she's just on the side. She's probably drinking or eating, but she's not dancing right now. So you could ask her if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to ask, come join us.
Take my hand.
Take my hand. Let's
do
go.
you trust me?
You wish to join in the festivities. All right.
Put your stuff aside. and
All
follow
of you have your individual performance checks. Each one of you. Constantine, you cannot help Ares in this time.
Performance.
Yes.
Well, I can't, you don't want him to do well, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god!
Alright, luckily I don't need to help him.
I have danced before. This is my first party.
That's very
this is-
in sync almost.
Alright, I can't help him, but I can help myself, right? Assuming there's no
Help us.
objections to me helping myself, I am going to do just that.
You can help this. Not joking. You can help yourself.
You can't help
Uh,
me. You can't help us.
Everybody's fucking killing it. Theo's like, how do I dance?
what is dance? That is the question.
Yeah.
Is Theo still in armor?
I can't do anything.
Theo is still in armor, like in full play, just crash.
That explains it.
Ding, the robot. Ding, 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 ding.
Ares, can you roll me a perception check? And only you.
Sure. Believe that should be a 5. Let's double check my skills because I recently upgraded them. Yeah.
So, while there's a crowd of about 100 people dancing, all in their own styles and masteries, some are very, not dancing a decade or two. Some have been dancing every single day for past those decades. You're doing pretty well for yourself. Constantly, of course, you fucking killing it.
body's killing it.
You're literally the John Wick of dancing.
There's the
I dread
And
if
it's keeping
somebody.
up though, man. A 20.
Yeah, we did ballroom dance.
Literally, like, I'm not joking. It is pretty darn close to just a ballroom dance, just the most fancy ballroom dance.
Yeah.
Well, everyone else is just like jamming out.
Yeah, everybody's just like. Yeah, well, Ares and Cassio are basically dead. Everybody is doing.
Not a bit that. That bit. Much.
Yeah, well, Ares and Ares and Cassio are basically doing that. This is what the rest of the fucking people do. Just literally this. Just like yeah.
Yeah.
So Viv's now noticing that Theo is not doing well with their dance in armor. She dances over to him and gives him a pat on the back. And bolstering magic, have fun with that. In 10 minutes you can roll D3 with any checks.
Oh no.
So
What?
you can
A
actually
diff-
D3 if you
Dancing
want to do
skills.
next dance.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
For 10 minutes, she can roll an extra D3 when making an attack roll, ability check, or attack roll, ability check, and add the number to the D20 roll. So basically, you have a D3 for 10 minutes now.
One and skill checks, yeah.
Okay, Constantine, as you're dancing and basically getting you're showing off. You're a master and a bunch of amateurs. All of a sudden, you feel a tug at your heart. You felt that tug before. It's not of emotion. It's one of necessity. The amulet wants you to go back, and you know and you don't know why, but you know the severity of why. Like,
And as that happens, that Aries, you get led into a twirl, and then you get,
What?
and as one of your spins circulate around, he's gone, and you're just there spinning by yourself.
Beyblade. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then poof, I'm in my private library and catching my breath.
Yeah. So, Constantine, in your voice you hear a simple, familiar voice. You will stay here until dawn. It is not safe outside.
I understand. He kind of grips his chest a bit and rests by the library and
so,
begins to go to sleep.
Yeah. Aries is all of a sudden the twirl is kind of, you lost it. You don't know what's what.
Yeah.
Give me a second. You basically see someone in the distance, in the crowd staring at you. Your heart sinks. Last time you seen him, he was dead in her hands. You see a orc with a familiar hair and a familiar blade on his back, looking at you with a smile. It's Lucky. He's alive. He's in the crown and he sees you.
Oh no.
Eris runs up to him and like wants to run up and hug him. But it seems like, yeah.
Your body hits his, and the flesh is warm, and you can feel that he is alive, not a construct. And he just pats you on the head. Oh, so there you where you went.
You're alive. Thank God you're alive.
Yeah, I am.
We always meant to get back at you.
Don't worry about it. So when did you leave the underground? Just very curious. He can you roll an insight check?
Sniffle. Yeah.
Nipple.
D20 history check. Yeah.
You realize there is no like hidden how's it? There's no hidden meaning behind him. He doesn't seem to be possessed or hold any grudges. He seems almost just genuinely excited to see you and kind of curious how you got here.
He's curious. Well, we've been up for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, you're like almost like 3 weeks actually at this point.
Yeah. For almost 3 weeks. Yeah. up north. A bit far away from here.
It's well, good to see you, I guess. Man, the Underdark is different now. The valley's no more.
Valleys?
Yeah, you know he snaps his fingers a bit, trying to remember. The Red Mushroom Valley. You know where we got there, met the lady.
He nods.
Remember those troglodytes, those that we kind of pissed off?
Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of killed everyone.
Oh god.
But yeah, how you been? He kind of claps you on the shoulder, just kind of just with a firm grasp.
I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. I was kind of confused where everything was. Made my way to the surface, climb, nearly got thrown off twice of it by several birds. Well, alive, yeah.
Yeah. Air has tears in his eyes at this point, and like takes a step back, and looks over, like to see if he has changed anything. The first time.
There are several scratch markings over his neck and chin. And he's a lot more dirty than you last saw him. He is in walking condition. There's no like replicated body parts like you have yours. Looks a bit tired but in high spirits. Maybe a bit more leaner, hasn't eaten as well or as much. Nothing out of the ordinary. He basically has the same clothing. He doesn't have any pouches or bags or anything, but he has the blue banshee on his back. You will recognize the blade.
Yeah. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
But when you were gone, only the lady was able to bring you back. But we had to. When we found a way to the surface, we.
Honestly, the last thing I remember was a bunch of rumbling, a free fall, and just waking up. Covered in this goo. And, yeah. Shakes his head. Not shakes his head, just shakes a bit. Don't really know what happened in between. A massive battle happens in the valley. A lot of dead bodies. Not a lot of useful things. Nothing to eat. Everything has been looted over, seemingly. Just kind of made my way out.
Yeah, I'm so glad. That at least you're okay. I'm sorry for leaving you. I have something for you. And he opens his bag of holding. Your old stuff are here, and I think this was what most important to you. And he hands over the letter from Link's mother. To him.
Almost as he like, was kind of casual and neutral about everything. As all of a sudden he sort of curious, like, what is the thing that I care about? He doesn't sees the letter and almost remembers everything. And then when he starts to read it, he stops, what you see after like a sentence, and immediately his eyes are filled with determination. Oh yeah. Well, I know that we're on the Emperor's Road. If I head westward long enough, I'll eventually reach the capital. I am technically royalty.
Yeah, you are.
Second, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make a song or thing. Can all of you, except for Constantine, roll me a perception check?
Pretty good rolls. Harry's 18, Bio's 14, this is a 16.
Just want to make sure that this is the right song that I'm looking for. Oh yes. Oh yes. Aries. Almost as, you know, the purpose has been made clear, is bright in Link's eyes. All of a sudden you feel something within your chest. A tug. It's a tug of friendship, of remembrance, of emotion, as a person that you fought certain for death is now in you, like in front of you, and you're happy. The heart does not exchange the similarity. The tug becomes sharper, more painful. Your arm becomes weak, the right arm as well. You feel wobbly and weary. You don't know why, but all of a sudden, cold stinging fear takes you over. You look at the surrounding people. They seem to follow this sudden weakness. You look at Link. He all of a sudden starts to look tired, a bit exhausted. You look up to the sky. You look at the stars. You look to the north horizon. And as you look there in the darkness of the sky, you hear something. You hear a wail. Somewhere over the horizon, you feel cold. The wail brings. I would like everybody to roll me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay.
At just 2d20 plus Constitution, right?
Yeah.
If you have a Constitution saving.
What?
If you have a Constitution saving throw is different, you should have a modifier. Like, you know, it's.
Oh
Failed.
no.
That failed.
Oh no.
Oh boy. So, Ares. Almost immediately, everyone around you fall to their grounds. Some make a yelp, a sound, but everybody drops to their ground. Some cling to their feet. Some just go sideways on the ground. There's nothing but coldness that's striking your heart. You looked at the massive campfire, the massive tower of flame, as all of a sudden it gets snuffed down gently. Like it's nothing but a candle in the wind. You look over to the night. You look as you're basically one of the final people still conscious, still on their feet. The horizon to the north. The water, the river. The surface of it getting frozen. Ice traveling from the north and reaching here. Unfathomable cold. reaches. You feel someone ancient, powerful. You remember this thing, this entity. It once flew over the world to the north, and now you hear its wail. Can you roll me a religion check with disadvantage and 4100, or you hear a god's cry?
Wait a minute. Notes. A religion with advantage and then what?
And a 4100.
Oh no. That's my religion. $4,100.
You have no clue what it is. But there is a sudden realization. You heard of many gods of the world, mighty and powerful, that could do things unimaginable with their force. Whatever the creature lies in the north, the so-called continental dragon, its mere whimper can snuff out the life of the sea, sky, and the earth. As you feel your heart be crushed as if ice, stopping the blood flow, you fall to the ground. Your eyes blackened, your vision fading. Life snuffed out. So, at this very moment, give me a second. At this very moment, all of you are dead, unconscious, or somewhere stricken. Something. Constantine, you feel the pain, the cold pain in your heart. It feels like somebody just shoved the icicle down the very core of it, and it's annoying. It is numbing, but eventually it passes, and you feel slowly but surely back to your usual self. All of a sudden, my good sir.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Oh no. I know this music.
You hear a swirling of fire and warmth. The very rumbling of its presence, you know who caused it. You look to your side and there's a swirling portal. You have a meeting, an impromptu meeting.
No manners. I slammed the book shut with an audible thud, and I dust myself off. And question here.
Yeah.
Do I trust this person to not murder me instantly?
It is your contractor, if you will.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Then brush myself off, prestidigitation, making sure I look pristine. I walk through the portal.
Okay. So, as the very first meeting it occurs in the sky. Charcoal clouds, red volcanic lightnings, and glaring orange irises upon. So,
You called? I yell out to the mountain.
the clouds speak. That I have. Serve me well. a little hiccup in the plans, unforeseen consequences from others' actions. But it does not. Those on the surface live, they will draw breath still. Feign ignorance. Make excuses. Do not question who, why, or when. It is paramount that they do not know what it is. Do not want them to ask questions when you're so close to freedom now. Instantly.
with that kind of comment, he kind of relaxes himself as he realizes what this is about. He pulls the tie a bit looser, and I have a question. I don't think cigarettes are invented yet. It's cigars right now, right?
Cigarettes are a thing. They're very niche. They're very not so like it's a very high-end commodity, but you have a plan because
Yeah. So if flip for now, and given the volcano like in front of him, he just waves it forward, and the heat just sparks it.
yes, you just need to do like it's literally just you use the air as a matchstick and just like it catches on fire.
Fucking hell. Alright. Anything else I should know about?
Nothing of the matter. It wells again, you shall come back if they internets again. They must not question it, they must not realize it.
What did fuck with us? Can I say?
A god. A big lumbering wimp. Ruling over a dead empire, a dead civilization.
And I'm supposed to explain away the whole freezing thing?
Just say you do not know. Clearly you can lie. Clearly you can make some excuse. Prince.
And kind of just gives a grin. I was on a nap. I don't know what to tell him. And it just shrugs with a sly smile.
Good. Good. Now if you wish, the whimpering is over. You can come back to the surface and check upon your beauty.
He nods. Until next time, big boss man.
Big boss man.
Over time, you know, when Constantine had first met his contractor, he was on prim proper condition and trying to hold the facade of a perfect negotiator. It's been many years, and he has since dropped all of that when working with him.
Basically.
As he walks back through the portal. And back into his private study.
So, you're gonna return back, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So getting back to the service, there is this unmistakable chill, and you look around, you see the grass is white as the whole vapors on it have been frozen, and you hear this crackling sound of the warm midsummer, the summer solstice air cracking the iced grass free. As you look at the massive 100 and something foot tall pyre of fire that is now stiff. There is no fire. There's not even smoke. It's basically half burned, and you see every single person around is basically on their ground. Some basically fallen face first, some are clutching their chests on their sides. You can easily find Theo, Vess, and Ares also in similar positions.
I think was holding.
I believe they're
on-
all knocked out right now, right?
Ares was holding on to Lenk, and it's like lying on top of Lenk.
Yeah.
Question. Link. Is he just a normal orc?
Yeah, you know what? Roll me a history check. Because he looks like a normal orc. She looks like just a normal, like half orc. Yeah, it's just a normal, nothing out of ordinary. But when you look at this blade, you've seen these blades before. If you can roll me a history check.
Yeah, just getting that out. Sorry about that. That is a 23.
You know that these are powerful blades. You know that there are many of them, and the main thing of them is that they're essentially bloodbound to their wielder. And they're basically almost bloodline locked, so even if you kill him and take the blade for yourself, it's really useless, just relatively useless until you find someone with the same bloodline to use it. For him, it's a very powerful weapon, and with the blood that he has for any other individual, for any other person, it's as good as a rod, essentially.
With that said, it looks like... Alright. With all this, Link is unconscious at the moment, right?
Everybody is.
Yeah. I'm going to... If Ares is holding on to him, I'm just gonna pull Ares off of him. and kick down Link onto the ground. He's kind of half frozen there.
Rigor mortis or like unconsciousness.
You can realize, Farron, that everybody is breathing. This is a weird thing. You don't need to roll a medical check, but this is like one of those like deep slumbers that borderlines coma.
Yeah, so I feel safe that no one's gonna wake up immediately.
No, they're gonna be some of them probably not gonna wake up for weeks or even months, depending on who they are. Unless, of course, magic is introduced to the equation, but at the moment, you clearly know that most of them are not even gonna flinch for at least hours.
Alright then, perfect. So with that said, no, this is exactly where I need to be. With that said, based on the blade, like if I have a chance to look at the blade here, can I know what bloodline he belongs to?
You know exactly the bloodline he belongs to. He belongs to the Emperor's bloodline, the Augustinian bloodline. There's like so many bloodline blades in existence, like not as in like types of blades, like, but as in how many bloodlines actually have a blade that, or I guess weapon that can only those be. And your immediate guess is like, yeah.
Alright.
And you don't really know him. You never seen him before, but you assume, because there have been over 40 emperors. Well, actually, over 30-something emperors and empresses. That some bastard child that had its own life and basically could culminate to this. Probably a nobody who just found randomly a powerful blade that just
And just going over my head, are there any use for royalty bloodlines in this situation, whether for magics or for more political shenanigans?
Can you tell me again, like, what was the question?
for his bloodline, is there any use for magics or political shenanigans? Or is he considered
like
irrelevant on both fronts?
as in like a person or literally his blood?
A bit of both here. I'm interested in both at this point.
I say you don't need to roll because you probably could just with your, even if you roll natural one, you would know this. Basically, his bloodline and his stature has a purpose. Like depending on how deeply descendant he is from the actual bloodline, his thing could maybe be the best he could probably get is like, you know, some respect and maybe a shelter for free at, you know, an end. Nothing too serious. Like no solid political moves. Because all the power goes to the emperor, like the straight bloodline. So everything beyond that, like all the
bastard families don't count too much.
Or, you know, even a bastard, but like, you know, the first child takes it, female or male. And of course the other child, if the first child doesn't die, basically doesn't become, you know, can become a nobility, you know, a powerful figure, but it doesn't have as much pull as the emperor. And not know what he is or what his, you know, exactly bloodline, not much. And as for, you know, the blood of like, you know, communions, sacrifice, etc., not really. There's the emperor's blood, while as a political figure, pretty important as like the blood is worth, not really.
Then there is only one use for him.
No.
Question: what magics do I know that would wake him up?
Well, first, I guess you assume that you could just probably try to, like, you know, start trying to wake him up, just like, you know, just like
Just
shake
kick him across the face.
No, not. I mean, if you want to be that brutal, but okay.
No, I'm just going to gonna kick his side real quick.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You kick once, and it feels like you're kicking, you're kicking like a bag of potatoes. And before you start doing another kick, like you start to wind up, all of a sudden, Lang just shudders and just starts coughing. He blinks a bit out of pain and just confusion. Goes and grabs his hand over the stomach, looks around and sees, of course, you standing.
Yeah. The tie is still loosened. He has a cigarette in one hand. And he leans down, like, you know, like the Russian squat.
Yeah.
He squats down.
Yeah.
What's your name, kid?
Lank. That's yours.
Not important right now. He looks over. You care about that boy? Points over to Ares on the ground.
He looks over it. I mean, kind of, we've been traveling for a while. I would call him a friend, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. You're a loose end.
Jeez. Oh my god.
As he, but I am going to, can I roll a D1, 10,000 to pull out a legendary item?
Okay, roll me.
Alright, is it D10,000 or D1000? I'm trying to remember.
10. 10.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. Oh shit, okay. So what you pull out, how do I say this? When you do the skill, all of a sudden you pull out, like, from your side as if like you're looking through a, like your pocket becomes a magical dimension and just pull out a random item. From it, you pull out this sleek dagger that has like these curved edges, and it's made of this black and reddish metal.
And I kind of just start twirling it in the other hand. And Look at him. He's clearly in terrible condition. I could really easily just cut him down right now as he's basically on the ground,
Yeah, he's
half unconscious. I'll give you a deal though. Enter a contract with me. And I'll let you and everyone else here live. Don't, and I'll assume you're too... I don't know enough about you to let you travel along with my contracted. So...
Let me roll.
I'll be
Let me
blunt.
roll something real quick. Let's see.
Can I roll intimidation?
No, let him roll. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he would just say, "Could I just leave?" Right? You make up some story. I really listen. He looks slightly miserable, but also he kind of feels like he's too exhausted at the moment, looking down at you, seeing that, and he's like really not know what's going on. I don't know what you are. Can I just leave? I listen. I just found out I'm Sons of Royalty. I want to go to Cali and figure stuff out. I really just went here.
Do you? I kick him across the face.
Jesus.
I don't remember offering you that option.
Okay. Point taken.
Look, I'll cut you an even better deal. I'll do you a favor even. Look, I want a pawn. I want a pawn for this little situation here. I can't stand by him 24 hours a day. But currently, you're not restricted by some magical inhabitants. You look capable enough for that dagger. So, protect the boy, and I'll let you go after he's done with the mission. Deal?
I mean, what is the mission anyway? What is? Listen, he kind of extends his hand, almost like preparing for like a. Listen, I just got out of the Underdark. I have no clue what he's been up to. Where are you going?
Oh, we're gonna start some fireworks. He said. He points over. I question. The Royal Tree's massive, right?
Yeah, but you cannot see it. You cannot see it from here.
Okay. I just point in the general direction. There's a tree over there that needs lighting.
Uh-huh. He looks a bit confused.
We're just gonna make sure he gets to it. Who sets the match? It's simple enough, really. Don't overthink it. Just
okay.
Say yes.
You could have literally
Reaches
just
out a hand. And there's some dark necrotic energy around his hand.
He
out.
He wanted to reach out the hand and just sees your hand just like oozing with necrotic energy and just goes like do we really need to make a deal? Because I could just do it. Like
I could just kill you. I mean, he motions to the rest of the group. There's plenty to choose from here.
Fine. He grabs your hand.
His soul is now mine. As I take him under contract.
Oh.
I forbid him from ever speaking about this or my attitude towards him to this moment, from talking or relaying to this any information to this. He is to forget, because if I have ownership of his soul, I can mess with him entirely here. Yeah, he has actually no knowledge of any of this contract. He just feels a big urge to really protect Ares from whatever threat comes. Just can't quite explain it. He just really wants to protect Ares and stay out of my way. And you know, that's basically it. You know, he's and he blacks out as I get up, straighten my tie, The cigar vanishes. I put the dissertation, the smell away, and clap my hands as I cast Wish. Everyone around here is at full HP now. Oh, what a pain. And I walk over to Ares, which should now be up, and I politely pat him on the face. Master, are you awake?
Oh God! You know what? You know what? With that, I think we gotta call it. Oh boy. Oh fuck. God fucking damn. Holy shit. My
Ray
boy
and
really
walking.
just pulled up and was like, I'm evil now. Well done. Well done indeed. Holy shit. Okay. With that being said and done, I am gonna be calling it because I want to go to bed and snooze.
That's a good place to end it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be honest.
yeah. Summer solstice ended with a fucking cold. Ooh. Anyway, so anything you want to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors?
Until next time.
Oh,
See you then.
oh boy. Give me a
If you
second.
ever play in the evil campaign, I would want to be in the same campaign as you, Terry.
Oh no. Anyway.
Woo! That was fun.
That was fun, says the evil bastard. Holy shit.
Here's the,